Hi everyone, Lemon Cupcake of VRInfinity, and welcome to the second review of the 5 of 2025. This time I will be talking about the Google Pixel tablet. Please enjoy. The Google Pixel tablet is Google's current only tablet in their lineup. They released this at the same time as the Google Pixel 7a, so it shares like most of the specs. It comes in two colors, porcelain or sage. I got the sage one because the porcelain comes in a white color, like the bezel, which is not acceptable. And there is like a rose color exclusively in the Google store, but in my country I couldn't get that one. You could also pick between 128 and 256 gigabyte storage. I got 256 because I like to download stuff. And later on in the time, but not at launch, but for me it was, I could pick the dock or without. I bought this thing back then without the dock, and I bought the dock later on. The Google Pixel tablet has a 10.9-inch 60Hz LCD display that is okay. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just in the middle. Yeah, it's not fancy. It comes with the Google Tensor G2 chip that is the same one from the Pixel 7a with 8 GB of internal RAM. It's worse in performance than the Pixel 8 Pro, shocking, but it does the job well. It's a tablet. It comes with a price tag of $499 for like the dock or $399 without the dock. It's overpriced in my humble opinion. Because the fingerprint sensor is like built in optically, it means it's pretty reliable, but since it's like a small little pill, you need like to align it perfectly. So yeah, sadly, I wish I had like an on-display or a face unlock thingy, but no, fingerprint is decent. Could be better. Google has been known to be poorly supporting tablets. They've been doing this in the past, and they did this here as well. They never released a Pixel Tablet 2, nor will be a 3 because Google canceled the project. This device gets 3 years of Android updates plus 2 years of security updates. This thing came out in 2023, so it will lose support in 2028. It seems like this is the end of it. That means that I'm sad because I really like the Pixel tablet. I got this because I wanted to see how tablets are, and this thing is great, like UI wise. Just with better display, better performance, cheaper dock. And this would have been the perfect Android tablet, in my opinion. But no, sadly, yeah, even the Pixel 6 and 7 series went from 3 years plus 2 to just 5. Not the tablet. That's how much it shows they don't care about it. So, built-in is Android 15, but I'm currently running the Android 16 beta, so yeah, it doesn't have many new features, but you can do split screen, you can multitask like you could. The UI is a bit more optimized to use this. It's like a better version of the Fold displays, like when it comes to UI. It has a little dock on the bottom that you can make into like a floating taskbar. And exclusively for the Pixel tablet that came with Android 15, it's like a weird desktop mode where you can make windows. And it does the job well, but it's so limited. It's such an unutilized operating system on the tablet. It feels like Google never cared. But there are a handful of exclusive Pixel tablet features. So let's go through them one by one. They're not many. The first exclusive feature is what I talked about. So if you enable in developer option window freeform thingy, there's like a little pill on the top. You can click that and you open a window. Then you can make it into window mode and you can float 1 to 2 to 3 apps on the little 10.9 screen. And you can split screen like Samsung DeX or Windows would do. But that's all the desktop capabilities. But number 2 is like widgets on the lock screen. So if you have the tablet, you can swipe on the lock screen and you have widgets. They're all stuck in the same aspect ratio, like medium size, not all supported. And they're there, it's pretty cool. Lock screen is downgraded because we don't have the customizing shortcut buttons. There's only one Google Home button. And the lock screen clock thingy doesn't change. Which, in my bad, is not good. That's just bad. Unutilized. One weird exclusive feature on the Pixel tablet is while Gemini replaced Google Assistant on the tablet, when you use it on the dock and you speak, Google Assistant takes over and uses like a full screen Google Hub mode thingy, and Google Assistant feels like a downgrade from Gemini. So Other than that, we also have like weird clock modes on the dock, and I use them for nightstands. They're pretty dope. But again, these are not built into my package, but I wanted to mention because you can buy it separately. So I'll talk about the dock since not much. So the speaker dock increases the quality of the audio, allows a hub mode, and it charges the tablet. It's cool to have, but sold separately is like $100 or $150 in my country. So no, not acceptable. But yeah. The Pixel tablet has a single 8 megapixel camera on the back, and I think the same 8 megapixel on the front, and they are meh. Front is okay, rear is bad. The camera has also like 1080p recording, but please just... I know that you say like tablets are not meant for this, fine, but even like an iPad camera is a 12 megapixel that does some stuff. This is abysmal. So yeah, I couldn't even scan QR code with this thing. So this is an actual bad camera. Front is okay, but yeah, front cameras are not that fancy anyway. Performance, like I said, the G2 means it's really weak because Tensor chips are always weaker compared to their Snapdragon or Apple chip thingies. But yeah, it's starting to show its age. So yeah, expect slowdown, but with 8 gigabytes of RAM, at least it can handle stuff. I just wish Google cared more about this tablet. So let's talk about a little history about what's wrong with the tablet. I have a little video in the making about tablet stuff, so stay tuned. But yeah, I don't suggest anyone to buy this. There's also a little case that you can buy to make it a kickstand, but that's it. A case, a dock, and a tablet. It's so bad. Yeah, it's not much more. This is basically the weirdest review ever, because usually I have something good to say about something, but yeah, Google just did the meme like the guys are shooting, like, that's Google. It didn't deserve to die. And that's my review. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like what you saw, make sure to give a thumbs up and comment below what you thought about the video. If you dislike it, put your thumb down. I like to thank my Ko-fi supporters and my server booster for supporting the group and community. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I could do. This is Lemon Cupcake, and see you next time. Stay hydrated.